What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to A&N and R&B. Right now, we're getting ready to drop a brand new show. Make sure you subscribe to A&N and R&B on YouTube. This is Karev of Heritage Hip Hop. Waiting for our co-host to come on, then we're going to get started. So enjoy the vibes and stay tuned to greatness. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for A&N and R&B with your host, Karev, a Heritage Hip Hop. So as we get started, I first would like to say, haha, peace and blessings to everybody out there watching A&N and R&B. My name is Karev of Heritage Hip Hop, as y'all see in the hat, and I'm here bringing back the A&N and R&B show. This show is derived on the R&B genre, celebrating it and its artists, not only giving them flowers, but talking about that real conversation that needs to be had when it comes to the genre itself. Because R&B is a dying genre, but it's an art that will live on as long as people can vocalize, sing, express, and harmonize to not only the Most High, but to the people who listen to it. You know, R&B is definitely one of those genres I'm not really into, but it is something that I definitely respect and will learn more and more about. Now, the host of ANN R&B is Nas the Romantic. Right now, he's handling some personal things, and he will be on with us shortly, I hope. But Nas the Romantic is the host of this show. Just to update you, when you seen the show previously, we were two other people on the show, Nika Ladine and Big A, DJ Big A, ADR. As far as this show goes from now, Nika Ladine is doing her R&B journey, and we wish her the best. And we want her to be successful in everything she does. So we thank you, sis. Thank you for everything that you brought to the show, from your singing to your R&B insight, and even you as an artist, what you go through, how going through as an artist. Besides that, DJ Big A was on the show, and if y'all remember the show with Nevaeh with that, you nasty A, that part, we're going to surely miss that unless he comes from time to time onto the show. As of right now, this show is composed of, Nas the Romantic, and I'm the co-host. I'm helping him to launch the show as a solo endeavor, and I'll be around time to time to help him with the work on this show as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. So today's topic for the show, I'm going to leave it to the host for when he comes on. I'm waiting for him to come on now. He's handling some very personal matters. But what I will say is, I want to talk to the people about what R&B music means to you. What is R&B music in your life? Because me knowing what R&B is, as opposed to how I grew up, R&B music was the language of love. You know, R&B music was the language of how to connect with somebody when you wanted to have somebody in your room and you was ready to clap cheeks, or what they used to call neck back in the days. You was kissing and sucking on somebody. R&B music set the mood. You see what I'm saying? But even before that, R&B and soul music was the pulse of the people. From singing around flaming garbage cans like in New Jack City to people jumping on stage and singing love ballads or crooning, R&B music was something that always meant bringing the softer side of a harsh reality to the people who needed that softer side. Not only that, it was R&B music was always seen as love language. Like I said, Steve Harvey always bashes hip hop and talks about how R&B music is what he listened to, and that's what made people make love and stuff. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty offended by the stuff that people call R&B today, because that shit is trash. And I'm offended today what people call hip hop. That shit is trash. I'm not calling the artist trash. I'm calling the delivery of their product trash, because it seems like the R&B genre has died or is dying because people don't want to put into the genre on a label level because it costs too much to get these artists out. Have y'all experienced that? Because I'm telling you, from what I've seen, it seems like people don't want the labels don't want to put money into makeup, hair, clothes, touring, entourage. They already don't give you nothing about your masters, so they want to take 360 deals to take your merch and all that, and find any way to take someone. And if R&B artists are more expensive than hip hop artists, being that they're predominantly women who sing, it seems like the desire to produce R&B artists and R&B genre groups and things are not the way to go right now. And I think that's despicable and disgusting, because we're robbing the youth of something to look forward to as they age in life. And when it comes to the elder people, we're robbing them of seeing the newfound joy of love and things in their nature. And then as life go on, you know what I'm saying? Like check it out, yo. Do y'all remember that song you heard when you got your first kiss? Was it an R&B song? And whenever you hear that song, does it bring you butterflies or goosebumps? Or let me ask you this question: do you remember the song from the first time you had sex? What did you play? I'm sure y'all wasn't fucking with Y'all wasn't playing Jay-Z in the bedroom or something. You was playing something seductive. Shout out to Brother Can Do. He said 90s New Jack Swing was my vibe too. And yeah, R&B really carried us into where we were musically and hip-hop. Goddamn right. And that's part of why this show was made, is because I'm the hip-hop head. I don't really do the R&B too much. But my brother, who's the host of the show, once again, we're waiting for him. He has a very serious issue going on. My brother, who is the host of the show, he's the R&B fanatic. I mean, he tells you about who made the song, who wrote the song, and all that. And something that we always talk about, which we will talk about in a later show, is how R&B helped bring hip hop to the next level. And now it seems like with the R&B going, or hip hop being merged into trash R&B, it seems like we're losing a lot of the cross genre representation of the culture. Because I'm gonna be real with you. If it wasn't for artists like Ghostface Killer, Jay-Z, Nas, uh, Rakim, Heavy D, pardon me, we wouldn't have a lot of appreciation for R&B today for what it is, especially with the man Puff. Shout out to Diddy, who has a new album out, which is the Love album, and it's getting great reviews in the R&B circles. It's one of the better albums that came out this year on the R&B level. I mean, without that, we're missing so much. If it wasn't for R&B, especially being immersed in hip hop, where we had Miss Jones, where we have had Mary J. Blige, could we have had Erica Badu and Lauryn Hill? You feel me? R&B has been one of the most slept on and underappreciated genres since the year 2000 on. Because I don't know how many great artists that you could tell me that are promoted by the industry that are R&B that people love and constantly look forward to. They make great good music, but the promotion of them is not there. The last artist in R&B that I seen come out that really got that big promotion was Chris Brown. If not only him, uh her maybe, SZA, Ari Lennox deserves more respect, and that's four people. My favorite R&B artist right now, if I had to pick one, is October London. October London has a voice. He did wonderful with the Marvin Gaye tribute album that just came out. If y'all don't know about October London, he was brought to my attention on the Def Jam album with Snoop Dogg. Snoop premiered October London on his Death Row album, and he blew me away. Pause. And I really love the music that he put out. But talk to me, y'all. Who's your favorite R&B artist right now? Let's get some comments below. We need some comments. 100 comments means this thing is popping. And I have one so far. But so please leave your comments. Talk to me on here. We waiting for the host to come on. Listen, I want to know who's out there. What R&B do you feel? Brother Can Do said he was listening to New Jack Swing. If y'all know about New Jack Swing, that's Teddy Riley's era of hip hop and R&B. Guy, Heavy D, I think Guy and Heavy D were the main two that he did. He did Rex in Effect, but that wasn't really R&B. But I think the biggest he did, Black Street. They had a New Jack Swing era in them as well. Yeah, he has so many people under his belt. New Jack Swing was amazing in the 90s. And like I said, look at New Jack City and listen to the soundtrack. If you don't know about New Jack Swing, I think he did something with Kel. He did some stuff on Bobby Brown. You know, Bobby Brown, My Prerogative was New Jack Swing, I believe. So yeah, Teddy Riley and New Jack Swing carried a lot of the 90s because New Jack Swing inspired MC Hammer and those hammer pants. People don't may not want to give Teddy Riley that respect, but New Jack Swing did his thing. You know what I mean? But talk to me. Who's your favorite R&B artist right now, and who should we be checking for? Who we listening to? Like I said, October London is one of my favorites. He has a voice, and like I said, he has an album out where he sounds just like Marvin Gaye, which is bananas. And Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite singers of all time. Marvin Gaye and Sam Cooke. Those are two of my favorite singers. I don't really listen to modern R&B because I don't think nobody really captures my soul. The closest was Usher. Y'all may hate him, but R. Kelly made some great music. A lot of kids was A lot of kids were born to R. Kelly, and we got to give that man some respect. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the cornbread I'm eating. But who y'all like? Is there any females R&B artists out right now that people like? I like Leela James. My man, Brother Can Do said, man, where the Barry Whites though? Where the Luthers at? Well, let's talk about it. Number one, since they are out there, it's up for us to push them. But number two, R&B is a dying genre. The industry does not want to push those type of artists anymore. So the baritones and deep singers, deep voice singers. The last one I remember is dude from Boys to Men, and he got sick and they started beefing. So he wasn't coming out with no solo album. But the thing about Luther is Luther was a diva. So until we get somebody that's diva-ish who could come out with a voice that powerful, you're gonna miss that for a long time. And as far as Barry White, now come on now, that's the R. Kelly type thing. A person who wrote, sung, made orchestras and things. You're talking about Tank. You're talking about R. Kelly. You're talking about Prince. You're talking about Michael Jackson. Like those type. Well, not Michael. Michael didn't do instruments, but you're talking about that type of talent. And those talents are still there. Her is the latest one I've seen. That's what it is. Why we ain't got nothing like because I just told you because of the industry. The industry. Yeah, he was. Now he's singing in his cell. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it's unfortunate, but anytime anybody does an injustice, it's justice when they get their just due. And I feel for him, but I also feel more for the victims and people who are taken advantage of, not only by him, but the people who supplied those people to him. They're not getting in trouble like he is. Think about it. But one thing I said I can't say about R&B that I miss. I miss the slow jams. I don't know how many people remember going to a house party and when that slow song came on, you grab somebody by the waist, you had the arms around your neck, you had your hands around the waist, and y'all would dance. That time of the party, especially if you had like a girlfriend or something, or girls had a boyfriend, that was the time of the party where all the jumping and dancing was over and you really got to enjoy the person you were with. Slow jams are like one of the most important parts of hip hop of R&B because we could dance and we could party, but when do we take time to enjoy the person that we're next to? See, the R&B spirit pushed hip hop to the next level because if it wasn't for LL Cool J making "I Need Love," hip hop wouldn't be what it is today. Drake wouldn't be popular today. We wouldn't have had there's so many people. CL Smooth, P Rock CL Smooth, lots of loving. We wouldn't have had that. Brother Can Do also says, "I'm bringing me back, but that era is really gone for this new youth." Not necessarily. See, the thing is, I didn't listen to Diddy's album yet. Have you heard it? Because Diddy's album is an R&B album. I don't know if he's bringing that back. I haven't listened to it yet. So I don't know if he's bringing that back. But I don't think Trap and B, which Bryson Tiller does, would do that. But with people bringing that R&B feel back, I think it could come back. Ladies and gentlemen, the host of the show is here. I want to put him in, and then we could talk about the rest of this topic. Bro, introduce yourself.
What's up, people, man? It's your man, Nas Romantic, man. Sorry about the delay, but I'm back. Happy to be here. Happy to have y'all with us, man. What were we talking about?
Me and Brother Can Do was on talking about the era of R&B, and I'm gonna bring you one of his new comments. He said you're gonna check out Diddy's new album because Diddy's new album is R&B album, and it's gotten rave reviews. It's got a
Wow.
lot of great reviews on it.
Wow.
And I was talking about how R&B being a dead genre,
Oh,
today's
don't
youth,
say that.
it is, because the music companies don't want to push R&B.
Yeah, I say that a lot, though.
And I've heard that the artists are too expensive. They don't want to pay for their entourages. They don't want to pay for the band. They don't want to pay for none of that. Hip hop artists are more cheaper, so they push the hip hop more. And we were saying, I was saying with the brother on the messages how R&B is what elevated hip hop and made it the genre that it is today.
Yep.
Because without LL Cool J, I Need Love, we won't have a Drake right now.
Yeah.
Without Heavy D, without CL Smooth,
Right.
without even how hip hop made Mary J. Blige and Miss Jones
Mm-hmm.
and Erica Badu great. Without the R&B genre, we would have lost so much. And he said this. I want you to check this out.
Okay.
90s New Jack Swing was my vibe too.
Oh yeah.
And really R&B carried us to where we are musically and hip hop to basically today.
I agree. But we talked about that before. We did. We talked about that before. Basically, in my opinion, hip hop started with R&B because, like I said before, like the DJ would take the R&B cuts and get what they call the get down part and make the beat for the MC to rap to.
That wasn't only R&B. That was more
Yeah, I mean,
freestyle
yeah,
and but here, check this comment out. He said, "Where are the Barry Whites and the Luthers right now?" And my argument was they're there. It's just that we have to find them and put them on because
right,
we don't. The music industry is not going to do it. And he also
right.
said, "Remember when Ghostface hit the piano joints and started branching out musically?" Yeah, Ghostface is actually keeping that R&B alive because the Wizardry album, the Green Emerald Wizard, whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
every song was a duet with him and the R&B singer. So
Dope.
Raheem Devon and people like that, he did songs with them to keep that feeling alive. You know, Wu-Tang always jumps on remixes with like Tiana Taylor. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? To keep that hip hop and R&B feeling alive. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys
yeah,
say about that?
yeah. Like I said, I keep saying it every time we talk about this. I say like hip hop and R&B are the marriage made in musical heaven. You know what I mean? It's like ever since they found each other, it's hard to see one without the other, even though they do branch their separate ways at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I mean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
um it's just like whenever you have that dope hip hop joint with the R&B artists on, or vice versa, it kind of it makes the song doper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because look at "Love Is All We Need." If you had that without Nas, like, would you like the song as much?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a very good point. I think when it comes to R&B, what we sleep on is the entire fact that it's not a genre contingent on anything else. It is self-contained. You just gotta give it a chance and let it exist so it can be appreciated. Because now it doesn't exist the way it used to because it seems like people are slowing it down more than they're trying to raise it up. You feel me? I mean, do
Yeah.
you agree or am I wrong?
I mean, as in what? Like I
As in, I don't see it being a celebratory art anymore. I just see it as an R&B, like an add-on. Like R&B, like you would go to an R&B show.
hmm
You come on, people bought tickets to go see New Edition.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
People buy tickets to go see New Edition. Sorry,
Right.
people buy tickets to go see um 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 um, um yo, it's just too many. Like the older groups are starting to tour. Usher just did a residency in Las Vegas.
Right.
Sheila E is still touring. She
Right.
only do R&B, but she is part of that genre and she's still
Right.
touring. So we had people who would go out and they'd be like, yo, I'm going to see this person. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And people went ham for it or they went crazy for it because it was all about seeing your favorite artist now. And people celebrated that.
That's because they
Today
put
is
on the show.
missing. Huh?
They put on the show. Not saying that the newer artists don't, but things were a tad bit different back in the day. You had artist development. You know what I mean? You had people like really honing their craft before even their first album was put out. And it was about talent. Not saying that it's not now, but it's more so about being catchy and having that TikTok vibe right now. You know what I mean? And it's like you said, you have dope artists out there, but the way that people are processing music right now is way different from what it was back in the day.
So then,
And
how do we get it back?
um, it's kind of like you said, like you have to. It's at a point now with R&B that you have to look for it. You really have to look for it because which is a shame because back in the day they would throw the new cuts at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You had like before that album dropped, or before you got that first video, you would hear it on the radio.
that's a
I've
fact.
said this time and time again. You would hear it on the radio, and then you would be dying like for that cut to come out in the stores. Back when we had stores, you know what I mean? So it wasn't streaming platforms. It wasn't the video was the way to augment the promotion. It wasn't the promotion. You know what I mean? The radio played your song. The video gave you the visuals. You liked the song. You went out and bought the song. Now you have to go on. Like if you really want to find new R&B talent, it's like I said before. You have to go on Instagram. You got to go on. You got to go on YouTube. Probably press up, type in new R&B. You'll see a bunch of stuff come up. Some of it might be does, and then you might find something dope. But it shouldn't be like that.
Brother Candu says, "How's Mary J and Faith and them holding up today? I'm definitely guilty of not keeping up with their new stuff. They're doing fine, by the way." And he kicked up with his touring schedules. He said the right record pools are popping, and they will give you that music. And he had to wait till the record company shipped out singles and stuff to get the real new stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. Go ahead, Nas. What you gonna say?
Yeah, like I agree. But then you know what? I mean, we live in the bricks, man. So you go downtown, the mixtape man that had the mixtape, me living R&B. I get the hip hop joint and the R&B joints. You know what I'm saying? And the mixtape would have like the new R&B that was coming out, just like the hip hop. They would have the new hip hop that was coming out as well before it hit the radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
So that's back when a mixtape was an actual mixtape. You know what I mean? Not an album that they call a mixtape.
Facts.
It was actually a mixtape that had different artists with brand new material on the tape.
Mm-hmm.
So you listen to that joint, and then like maybe a couple weeks to a couple months later, you might hear some of the cuts off that mixtape on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you would get the official release from the store.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole line has been cut.
Yeah, because it's playlist mentality now.
Yeah.
So I think what you should do, I think you should first start getting some of your favorite songs, and we should put them and post them on the site. For anybody who does not know, you can follow ANN R&B right there on Instagram at ANNONRMB. And also you should subscribe to heritagehiphop.com. And we will put these playlists and these new songs that we like on the website as a living playlist. We'll just add songs that we like.
I got a couple.
You'll see them as we drop it down on the menu on the website. It'll be a living playlist. So every week or whenever something's released, you may see new songs just be added. The playlist we have on our thing could be up to like 1,000 songs. So we'll switch it up every month, I guess, starting in October.
Yeah,
maybe, and we could do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could do that. Dre Nicole says, "What's up, hey sis? The beautiful bully is on."
Hey Dre.
Shout out to my sis.
All right.
Peace to your son too. That's my guy.
Yeah.
Now Dre Nicole is an artist as well who sings, and we had her on the show previously.
I was about to mention that.
If you go to ANN and R&B on YouTube, you can see the prior shows with her, as we talked about not only her music but her makeup line and her acting. So ANN and R&B also promotes upcoming artists and people who sing, such as Dre Nicole, Queen Nevaeh, Nika Ladine, Gail Campbell, and we're looking for more male and female because we want to build this show out not only to be artist driven, but also to talk about the music, the genre itself, and how it affects us with the lack thereof not being out in the community as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
So, anything you want to say before we go to the next thing?
Nope.
All right. So,
yeah, you know what? Yeah, new music coming out, man. Listen, like I said, I look for stuff off of the social media now. Because back in the day, I think I mentioned it in the Dre and the Cole interview. Like you would have cable, you would have the R&B station, and they would spot some of the artists that you haven't heard of before, but they had dope cuts like Algebra Blessed, Anthony David, people such as that, Dwayne back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, off of Instagram, I got Stephanie. You know what I mean? I mentioned her before. She's dope. Raquel Leanne, she's dope. We're gonna be coming to you with that list. I got some cuts for you because what I like to do on A&R&B, I like to introduce you to your next new favorite song. So what's coming soon?
Heritage Hip Hop always introduce you to your future favorite artists today. So we're going to continue that trend and bring you not only great music, but we're going to break artists as well. Because at the end of the day, we want you to be comfortable coming to us to hear what's new, what's good, and also talk about topics that affect our lives, especially in the R&B realm of life. And you want to touch on one of them topics now?
Yeah, man.
Wait a minute. Let's do this the right way.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to do the female first?
Yeah. You can crackle a little bit.
Huh?
Your mic is crackling.
Mic crackling a little bit. It's better. No?
Nope.
Introduce the segment.
My counterpart, fixing the technical difficulty, I guess it's gonna be on a somber note, man, because we're gonna speak on the death of Irish Grimstead, Amekwa of 702. It's sad. It's a sad occasion. It's hard to lose a loved one. I know for myself, I was able to lose a loved one. I would be inconsolable. So, my heartfelt condolences goes out to her family, to Lalucia, her bandmate. Rest in heaven. And thank you for contributing to the music, which is the playlist to our lives. All right. 702. I remember 702 when it came out with CeeLo. And that was around, I think, 96. Yeah, 96. They came out with CeeLo. And CeeLo was like, that was my jam, man. I remember they came out with All I Want off the Good Burger soundtrack. They had dope hits, really dope hits. They also did the theme music from Pootie Tang, yo. Which is a dope ass movie, man. They've been doing the thing for years, man. And man, I think they had a resurgence. They were on a show called Encore, which had her, the group 702, Pam from Total. You had one of the members of 3LW and a couple of other groups. I didn't watch the show too much, so I really can't tell you what happened with that. All I know is that after a few live performances after that, I guess she fell ill. And then next thing you know, time passes and then you get this sad news. But, their music will always be remembered. I know for a fact, like my mom loves "Where's My Girls At." That's her favorite song off their second album, in which they had 3. All right, so like I said, Irish, from my heart, from A&N R&B, we want to thank you for all you contributed to the R&B, which is the soundtrack of our lives, man. Your music will live on forever with us, and rest in heaven, man. Lamisha, heartfelt condolences to you and your family. And I mean, that's all I got to see on that one, man. It's like it's you know what it is. It's like it hits a little bit harder with somebody closest to your age. You know what I mean? You feel me? Like it's crazy. Like we're at that age now where we're starting to lose people that we grew up with, people that we work with, and the most devastating of all, people that are our family members. So like I understand, man, and my heartfelt condolences go out to you. Rest in heaven. Salute to you.
Yeah, I'll sound now.
You good?
All right. So what I will say is, when it comes to 702, right?
Mm.
Besides, every young dude in the hood had a crush on 702 from the
Oh
Stilo video.
yeah. Oh
And then
yeah.
they had that Good Burger song, All I Want.
Oh
And
yeah.
I remember Iris running and pulling the skirt down when she ran down to the steps. Yo, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. If anybody doesn't remember the song was Subway, they had Subway, right? They had
Yeah.
a ballad with 702. They was 702 was four
Wait.
girls at one time,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
And then 702 came out as a trio with
Right.
Stilo.
Right.
One of my favorite visuals of 702 was in the Missy song, Beat Me 911.
Right.
I love that song to this day. Cause that's a classic. Missy dropped the classic with that one, but
Yeah.
Missy knew how to pull certain voices. And 702 for me had a special place because it wasn't about how cute they were. It was about the melodies they would hit in their music.
Mm-hmm.
Their melodic tempos were amazing. My favorite 702 song was Not Gonna Take You Back because they sung over the Onyx Evil Streets beat.
Mm.
And when I heard that, I was like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, hip hop and R&B had that thing together that was
Right.
just crazy. And
Right.
you know, all I want is someone I could talk to who will listen to things I gotta say. Yeah, I got you. But when I heard that Sticky Fingers reminiscent joint and then they singing over it, and I was like, they
Mhm.
caught that. That was dope.
That was
702 had their melodies were unique. And like I said, man, shout out to Dre and Nicole. They were a great blend.
right.
Yes, that's true.
I agree.
Not to be too long-winded, but I'm gonna just say this. The thing I loved about 702 is what other girl groups missed the mark on, and that was the blend. Because I personally like Black. Black didn't blend like them.
Mhm.
Black was like the next TLC.
Well,
3LW,
that was Left Eye's group.
facts.
Yeah.
And then like 3LW never had it like 702. And for them to represent Las Vegas and to show us something different,
Yeah.
it was dope. Shout out to the 702 Las Vegas. Shout out to my friend. My friend got kidnapped out there, and I never heard from her again. I don't even know if this girl is alive.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But she was on the other side of them tracks. But 702 was like, if you wanted to learn about harmony, you studied In Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to learn about vocal talent, you could study Coco from SWV.
Of course.
If you wanted to learn about blends, how voices could come together, you had 702 as one of the examples. And yo, salute to them, man. Like I said, we may never get another album, which is okay. But for what we have, they got about 2 or 3 classics songs that need to be played.
Yeah,
Not
they got
only in
more than that.
memory of this lady. All right, well, I don't know they catalog like that, but I mean, and more so not to just talk about this young lady, but to give them the respect they deserve as putting their brick into the music industry that takes women, destroy them, and ship them out broke. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This industry is disgusting. But
and for the most part, I mean, for the most part, man, you know what? You didn't really hear no drama from them, man.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
No drama at all.
Mm-mm. The only drama we had was with one of these baby fathers. Who is the next topic in here. Yeah, 702 did their thing, no doubt. Yeah. They're gonna live on.
Yeah.
Like I said, if not for their own work, they'll work with Missy. I mean,
yeah.
Come on, yo. I mean, I still say I'm going to record one more time. Beat Me 911 is a classic. That video is a classic. That song is a classic. You know what I'm saying? But The next one we want to talk about is Nas's favorite singer,
Haha.
maybe.
Boom, 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 boom,
Y'all know this
boom,
man, right? Oh,
boom,
wait, this
boom, boom,
I know
boom,
this.
boom, boom.
This man over here, Musiq Soulchild,
Yes, sir.
who was called and crowned himself. I don't know if he called himself the king of neo soul. How you feel
Hmm.
about that?
Hmm. Who else is out there?
D'Angelo.
Name him.
He better than D'Angelo?
Hmm.
Dwele? He probably could beat
Dwele.
Dwele.
Dwele is dope.
Yes.
D'Angelo is
Different.
come on, man.
Different.
Come on, man.
I don't want to know how it feels, but he's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how does it feel? Yeah,
I
that's
would
the
never
joint.
know.
Lady. D'Angelo is that's those are the joints right there. What
What was the
I
song he
can
had with
say
Redman?
is if he's not the king, he's up there.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because listen, it had been a minute before I listened to a whole album from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And that his first album, I Just Want to Sing, that was the one. That was the one. And I was like, yep.
This one? No. That was
Yeah,
the
that's the first
that's it.
album. That's the first album.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like,
That nigga
yo,
fucked
this
up.
this dude is dope. Like he got something right there. He's dope. The first track came off of course, came off the Nutty Professor 2 soundtrack. Yeah, his range is nuts, yo.
I don't know.
His range is nuts. Um his he could go from that old tenor all the way up to that hitting them high notes like crazy. I know the ladies love that. If you can
Salute to
hit
the
them
ladies.
if you can hit them falsettos, man, they go crazy. Um, his first track, "I Just Want to Be Friends," Sunny, which samples a song called "Sunny," is off the Nutty Professor 2 soundtrack. Made it to his first album. From there, you had hits like "Girl Next Door,"
Mm.
right? Um, you had the ballad "Love."
That's a classic.
Yep, and a couple of other joints that didn't make it to the radio, but that's why you had Waste of Potential with me. So even his second, well, his other albums always seem to have like a dope ballad on it too. Like me, I'm a slow jam man. So like you had Today, you had Don't Change,
Classic.
you had If You Leave with Mary J. Blige. You know what I mean? Teach Me. He had a bunch of hits. So you know what? From him to say he's the king of neo soul, I mean he's up there, but the people got to crown you, son. You know what I mean? The people got to crown you. And me, I will put you up there. I'll put you up there. But then you like I said, you got to contend with people like Dwayne. You got to contend with people like D'Angelo. You got to contend with people like who else?
Is Anthony
Anthony
Hamilton?
Hamilton. Damn, we said that at the
Beast.
same time, yo.
He's a beast. Coming from
Anthony
where I'm
Hamilton,
from,
bro. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, yo.
The point of it all,
What's the one about the girl?
Charlene.
Charlotte, yeah, boy.
I mean,
His duets with Leela James.
oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
know a little bit, y'all. I know a little bit.
Even Anthony Hamilton, his joints was dope since the New York Undercover soundtrack.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do know that he's the voice on the Tupac and Nas song, Thug's Mansion.
Right. Well, they got a remix of Dear Mama where he sings the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never give it to you.
No,
I get you. No, it's not, but like he sings, it's a remix beat, same lyrics, remix beat, but he sings the hook. Like Dear Mama, like he sings that. I'm gonna let you listen to it, man. It's dope.
Did he retire? Does he still sing?
I will hope. Yeah, I hope he is. I hope he is. I haven't heard anything about him retiring. He don't have no reason to.
He did say he wanted to stop singing for a while. Let's see when his last album came out.
Yeah.
because I wanna give him some respect. What do you, since we're talking about people releasing new music, what do you think about Musiq Soulchild's album with Hit Boy? What did you think about that?
Thought it was good. I thought it
Okay,
was good.
okay. Anthony Hamilton's latest album came out in 2021. It's called Love Is the New Black.
Right.
14 tracks.
I gotta get that. I haven't got that.
Okay.
All right.
Featuring has Rick Ross, Lil Jon,
Uh-oh.
and Jennifer Hudson on it.
Mm.
She's a person that melted as well because we don't hear enough about her. She's
Mm.
in movies. Shout out to her movie career, you know.
Shout out to a talk show.
Oh, he sings with his family, the Hamiltons.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Let's look up the Hamiltons. I
Put some
don't know them.
respect on it.
I don't know who that is. So
You remember that?
No.
It was on the Breakfast Club, man. You remember like saying they were singing "Put some respect on it."
No, I don't.
You remember that, yo? I gotta show you that.
The Hamiltons. Their last album came out in 2020 called 1964. So, and they have 4 projects out right now. So there you go with the Hamiltons. Money Can't Buy You Love. Manager featuring Gavin Maestro. So yeah, I mean, he's active, and that's all that counts. We like to see people active because I think the one thing that I hate about music today, especially our music, people put a cap on your age.
Yeah.
You hear people say, I'm not going to rap after 30, where these idiots don't understand that as you mature and live, your writing gets better and you have more perspective so people can grow with you.
Right.
But, you know, that's idiot talk for them. And when singers, I love seeing Shaka Khan and people still going out there singing because, I mean, even though that verses was some bullshit, Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills and them know how to produce a good show.
Right.
And that's one thing a lot of artists today don't know how to do. They know how to perform a song, but they don't know how to create a show. And that age will bring wisdom to you through experience. I mean, as great as R. Kelly was, he had a horrible show. R. Kelly was trash on stage. It was 3 songs, the lights don't work, the lights, and then he'll leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? What? Go ahead. Because I remember he was at the Pack, and R. Kelly came out with some ain't nothing wrong. The lights, and then he left. And they was like, what the fuck did R. Kelly go? You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, he's going through his nut shit, man. I mean,
pause.
Yeah. I mean, he's going through a lot of
he's on some stupid shit. Yeah,
he's going through a lot of things, bro. You know, but still a very talented writer.
Yeah,
very talented writer.
Let me ask you something, because you brought up a point, because you're the slow jam man. Brother Can Do was on earlier, and I told everybody watching, my favorite part of R&B is the slow jam. Because when you're in the party, after you done sweat it out and dance, or the nut ass niggas is on the wall looking at every girl they want to dance with, but they're afraid to talk to. When that slow jam came on, either somebody picked you or you picked them, and you was able to put your hands around their waist and they put their arms around your neck, and y'all could just rock back and forth and grind or whatever. If you had a little boyfriend or girlfriend, y'all was kissing on the floor. That part of music is what I miss the most when it comes to R&B, because intimacy and appreciation is the one subject R&B brought that we don't have in music today.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
You're right. I call it pull my dick out music now.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's all they want to do. You know, it's not the subtle. It's not the You don't have the subtleties in it. Like, did you It's been a video coming around with a song from the Isley Brothers, right? And they're like, yo, I didn't know like these words was like hitting like that, like. And my man was talking. It was a part of the song where like he's like, oh, I like the way you receive me. I like the way you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Do you know what those words mean?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't so blunt. It like those words ease you into the sheets.
Yeah. I miss the days
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I miss the days where it wasn't about sitting with your girl and smoking a blunt.
Right.
I miss the days where you had a gorgeous young lady, or the ladies picked a man that they like,
Mm-hmm.
and it would seem like everybody on the dance floor disappeared, and it was just y'all.
That's the romanticism.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, we play around. Everybody talk about clapping cheeks and shit because that's the end game of it.
Of course, but it's
But
like, yeah.
the lead up
Right.
was always, you know what I'm saying? I mean, who
Yeah.
doesn't remember House Party? Don't put your hand on my butt. And
Yeah.
then the next scene, you see somebody on some girl's butt and they just grinding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they kissing on the floor.
Yeah.
Like that was when you was a teenager, especially at a house party, that was the part of the party you look forward to see who you was going to dance with.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wanted to get with somebody at the party and then slow jam, grind with them. Or if you
Right.
had your girl, you brought your girl to the party, you know y'all was grown that night. And
Right.
then right there, y'all were the one thing that music hates to see today, and let's see people together.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you were taught the biggest lie in history that said men and women were the opposites. Because when you oppose, you backlash, you fight. There's no connection.
Mm-hmm.
And R&B brought us the connection that was so sorely missed. A bully, you have no idea. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to say though, that connection is what made the music come alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me ask you a question. What's one slow jam that forever resonates with you that you wish you could give somebody the chance to experience?
Well, hmm, I got I got a
Just
lot.
give me one. Just give me one.
Well, since we talk about music, since we talk about Musiq Soulchild, I'm gonna give you "Don't Change,"
That's a slow jam for a party?
huh?
That's
Yeah.
a slow dance. That's not a slow jam, though, right?
I mean, yeah,
You could play at a wedding, right?
yeah. You can play anyway,
You
man.
you grinding on the wedding dress?
Huh?
You
Yeah,
grinding on the wedding dress?
of course.
You leaving stains at the wedding?
That's me, man.
All right, I got
Yeah.
you.
You want me to give you a different one?
No, I want you to keep your answer and be organic. No,
Um,
that's the one. Okay, don't change.
you know why? Because like the music says it all right there. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like you said, you got your hand around her, she got her arms around you, and all you gotta do is look in her eyes
Facts.
because the words of the song are saying what you feel to her right then and there. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
yeah,
Hey, bro, I'm gonna see you on that, and I'm gonna raise you on. I'm gonna go a little more contemporary with people. Because whenever you think about slow jams, people think about the 80s and 90s, 60s.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
90s. Yeah,
yeah.
90s, 60s and stuff.
Of course.
I'm gonna go 2000s. I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx and Beyonce from Dreamgirls. That
Mm,
When I First Saw You song,
yeah.
There Goes My Dream. I was at my wedding.
Mm,
And that's my lady's song. And I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm gonna remember that song for the rest of my life because I saw
right,
her smile when it played.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Good music will bring back memories of the finer times of life. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, we have traumatic songs. Like, I don't know what song y'all think about when 9/11 happened and the buildings went crashing. I don't know which comes to your mind. I know what comes to my mind, and it's not an R&B song. I don't know if an R&B song comes to your mind with George Floyd, because most people would think of Kendrick Lamar, all right. But when I think about, or this is not my life, this may be your life. Jesse Powell, you says Dre
Of
and
course,
Nicole.
word. That's my joint right there.
Shout out to Big A, he's in here. All right.
Yo.
I think this. Everybody will remember the song that they got their first kiss on, their first piece of booty, or maybe a song that comes to mind when your child was born, or
Mm-hmm.
a graduation, an accomplishment. Those are the moments that live forever with a good R&B song. Everybody can't be whoop that trick or beat that bitch with a bat or fuck them niggas and fuck them hoes. Somebody in here gonna fuck. That's not gonna match it. But when you have somebody telling you, oh my God, how could I forget? Bro, 5 Steps by Drew Hill?
Yeah.
No?
You know what kind of messed that up for me, man?
The video?
The video. You know, yo, that goes what I always say. Like the video will give you the visual. It could either compliment the song. The video was dope. It didn't really take away from the song, but it took away from the romantic vibe of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because somebody ended up dying and whatnot at the end of the video. You know what I'm saying?
Well, those are the songs I like the best. I like tragic songs more than anything else, but a good slow jam will
just like
change
Never
the
Make a
mood.
Promise, man. Like, damn.
Never Make a Promise. Oh, it was Myra?
Yeah.
Yeah, fat nigga with the shoulder block. Shout out to Jazz, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of messed me up.
But you know what? But what I'm saying is we are so desensitized to life that people die and we joke about it or don't even reflect on the person's life.
Yeah.
But a good R&B song will take you somewhere where, yeah, that's a good one. But a good R&B song would take you somewhere. Because think about it. If the roots of R&B was in the gospel, think about when you go to a funeral, somebody sings their ass off. You're going to cry.
Right.
Or you go to church, somebody sings their behind off to it in such a way where not only do you cry, but the spirit stirs up in you.
Right.
The last person who ever sung that I mean, in person, for me was Gail Campbell, Well, Your Eyes. But the one song or the one singer who stirred my soul when I heard her sing was Kelly Price. Kelly Price is amazing.
Yes.
And when she put her heart into a song and you hear it in her voice, like Friend of Mine, when she was talking about her pain, man.
Oh, no, not even that one, yo.
Talk to me.
It's Gonna Rain.
Okay, I never heard it.
Off the I think that's off the Nutty Professor soundtrack. No, that's off the Life soundtrack.
Okay.
Off the Life soundtrack. Yeah. Okay. That song right there is deep.
One day we should go. Shout out to Breeze. Peace. One day we should really go into who are some of our favorite singers and the vocals that they put out there.
Yeah.
Cause shout out to Drew Hill, but when they call Cisco the lesbian that ruined hip hop, ruined R&B, that shit fucked me up, yo. Because everybody played them out for the Lisa Ray video and the hug and all that other shit, right?
Oh, Life is Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's.
Yeah, that was an incomplete video.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You talking about when she disappeared and whatnot? Yo?
No, he hugged Lisa Ray, started kissing her in the video. Niggas was like, he gay. He was kiss Lisa Ray.
Oh yeah, you know man. Listen.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, true. But
shit,
they're okay.
You know something about? All right, we're going to that later.
No, it's not the point. That's all you.
Yeah.
But there's just people and songs that will always take you to that place. You know, one song that really takes me to that place where I'm just like, damn. I remember it's 2 songs. I like Natural High by After 7.
Yeah.
That version of the song takes me somewhere else. Peace, fam. Always a pleasure to see you. Salute.
What up, Breeze? I'm see you at work, brother.
But yo, when After 7, I'm not a big After 7 fan. I remember Can He Love You Like This? That's a good song. But Natural High was
man. After 7 got Ready or Not, yo.
That doesn't hit me like that song.
Nah,
man, fuck no.
But you know what? Off that, I want to get into a debate.
What's that?
And we're gonna hit on that. I want to hit on that probably next week, or I'll answer the question during the course of the week. Because After 7 are the brothers of Babyface.
Babyface, yeah.
All right. Kayvon Edmonds is the one that does, most of the lead vocal work.
Mm-hmm.
So between, I'm gonna call it Edmonds versus Edmonds.
Okay.
Like who you got? You got Kenny or you got Kayvon? You know what I'm saying? You got Babyface or my man from After 7? Which one for you?
I would have to sit down and listen to the music to really go into that.
Yeah, I want to get into that.
So prep me on that. Like I said, this is an R&B show. So by your direction, because you're the host, we're going to talk about different parts of R&B and also today things is going on in today's world where R&B may relate, or it's topics that we should talk about. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you, yo. I look forward to it because, like I said, I really my man already said Kenny wins.
Ha!
I'm,
All
I'm,
right, man. We go see you next week.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I wasn't versed in R&B because I
Mm,
didn't grow up in a house where music was
yeah,
played. Like my parents didn't play music.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said Babyface is the king. I wasn't raised in a house where music was played. So my introduction to music was MTV and my brother who played hip hop because he reached around. So
Right.
when it came to R&B, I heard it either on the radio or what girls would talk about at school or summer camp and things.
Mm,
I wasn't really well versed in it. The people I listened to who sung was Michael Jackson, New
mm,
Edition, Bobby
right.
Brown, Mariah Carey. Like I knew the mainstream people.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't get into it if I didn't see the videos. And that's why I want to give a shout out to Donnie Simpson and BT, Midnight Soul, and all those, because that's when you
Yeah.
saw those songs. Because I remember the first time I saw Sade, I was like, oh God. And then I heard the music and I was like, yo, that's an eloquent voice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everybody, if you liking the show right now, please drop a comment and make sure that you share this. Share this right now, this live, because this is something that's going to happen every Sunday at 8 p.m. We are back for season 2 of A&N and R&B. Subscribe to the A&N and R&B page on YouTube. Subscribe to A&N and R&B on Instagram. We will show you those later on in the show, but we're having such a good talk. We don't want to be long-winded, but we want to give y'all the show that you deserve as people who are following the topic. Big A says Midnight Soul was a classic. Yes, it was, man. Midnight Jams. What was that? What was the other one? What was the joint they play, yo? At night? Late night? It was not the Power Hour. What was it, Joe?
Talk about radio.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother, that was Lenny Green with the Quiet Storm.
The Quiet Storm.
Know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Shout out to Lenny Green, yo.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Lenny Green for years, man. It's been too long.
This Negro
Still
said
doing this
uncut.
thing.
Not uncut, brother. No.
BT Uncut.
No, we're talking about R&B tonight.
God,
Not credit cards and butt cheeks.
He
No.
on that softcore right now.
Yeah, we talking about some. Don't tell Louis Farrakhan that the white girls got it going on. Nah, we ain't talking about that today. No, we talk about that riding around with your hand on your girl's thigh while you driving late at night in the car type music. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you listen to while y'all looking over a balcony at the moon, kissing on her neck or something. You know what I mean? That's what we talking about. What they say? OTC, over the crotch entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, check out Dre Nicole. She said she got to perform in front of Lenny Green, and I'm sure you blew him away, sis. I'm sure you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I want to ask you before we get out of here.
Yeah,
I want to ask you something when it comes to R&B that I think a lot of people don't focus on. The two most main ingredients of R&B, besides the talent itself, is the duet and the message. Do you think R&B suffers today because we don't have enough duets, or we don't have enough messaging in the genre to make it come back?
Both.
Talk about it, though.
I always say both about it because you don't see a lot of male or female acts doing any duets right now at all. You know what I mean? Like I said myself, I've been waiting on that Avant and Kiki Wyatt album forever.
It'll never happen.
You know what I mean? I need that.
Never happen.
What else you said? Talent? Message?
No, the message in the music.
The message is, like I said before, like you got that, what they call that? Trap and B.
Trap and B. That's Bryson Tiller.
I want to soulfully hear about you shooting a nigga in the head and serving their mom dope. I want to hear that shit.
So you ain't like Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Joe?
I mean, listen, brother. I mean, you know what? It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the mode I be in, like, you know, I want to sit there and be able to ride and chill, man. I don't want to be like, I ain't trying to be amped up all the time. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's why they call me the slow jam, man. I like the vibe and chill. I like stuff like The Best Part.
Okay.
You know, we don't get too many songs like that. Like The best part with her and Daniel Caesar, or Love Again by Brandy and Daniel Caesar. You don't consider it R&B? Talk about
He
the
said
trapping
I got
beat?
the current stuff. The current stuff.
Oh, the current stuff? Yeah, it's kind of.
It's
I
not
mean,
R&B. It's
yeah, I
not.
mean, I was listening to Ari Lennox album. Dope singer, but it is important. But like it's like no togetherness, no love, no romance. It's just you know I don't want to hear another nigga this about. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it's too, it's too much of that. It's too much of that. He tried to play me, forget these bras, or you know what I'm saying? It's not enough. It's not enough. Can we stay together? Can we get together? Can we be together? Can we grow together? You know what I mean? Like that's damn near gone.
So I'll make a challenge to you. In a month, let's do a show about duets. And I want you to make a duet playlist. And let's put
I'm
it
on that.
together. Because I think, please don't put my boo on there with Usher and or whatever the fuck that is. Usher, or is it Usher, Kelly Rowland? Please don't put that on there.
Nah, bro, that's Alicia Keys.
All right, don't put that shit on there
All
neither.
right, so this is what you're saying. You want the slow jam, romantic duets, but no.
I want the best duets in R&B to you.
But what do you mean? Like,
I want you to put the best duets together that you think.
Because My Boo was a dope duet.
To you. Put it on there though. No, it's your list. It's your list. Put it on there. It's your list.
Usher and LMA, that was dope.
Put it on there for you.
You know what I mean?
List. I want you to make the list so we can put it on the website and people can look forward to something from A&M R&B. Because my favorite duets of all time, maybe they're known, maybe they're not. We'll share that for the next 2 shows later or something, maybe 1 or 2 shows later. Because duets are one of the best parts of R&B that I miss. And one duet that you said was Avant and Kiki Wyatt, and they did 3 classic duets.
Right.
Which is amazing. Like I said, Anthony Hamilton and Leela James, we talked about that earlier. They got 2 that are very good.
Tamia and Eric Benet.
I don't know that one. Eric Benet, Georgie Porgy, right?
No, yeah, Eric Benet made Georgie Porgy. You don't know Tamia Eric Benet joint? Can I see every morning when I open my eyes?
All I know,
Spend My Life With You. That's what it's called. Spend My Life.
All I know from Tamia is she married Grant Hill, and I Got a Real Thing, and I love that song.
Oh, the Quincy Jones joint. Yeah. You put a move on my heart. You put a move on my heart.
Here go Breeze. Breeze says definitely looking forward to the duets. Well, make sure you come back to A&N R&B Sundays at 8 p.m. and we'll talk about it.
Hey Breeze, man, tell all them lurking ass niggas that's on my page, man, to go on to my other page and subscribe so they can see some good stuff, man.
And follow the show.
Follow this show.
Word. See, now y'all talking about it. Hey, yeah. But nah, yo, keeping it real. Nah, I think we should save it because I want to know what's your top duets of all time, like 5 of them. But we'll wait. We'll wait because we're gonna put that on A&N R&B, and we want y'all to follow the page and answer with us because we're gonna put that out there and know what do you think are the top R&B duets in your opinion.
Yeah.
And I have a lot that I know people are not going to talk about that I remember myself. Can I leak one? Do you mind?
Go ahead, brother.
One of the top duets of R&B of all time is On My Own with Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
That's a classic duet. No, I'm gonna keep it real. Nobody talks about it.
Yep.
I guess because he's white. Ain't like
well,
his
no,
voice.
what they call Blue Eye Soul, man. He got it, man.
It's good.
Look, good music is good music, yo.
That's not gonna be my choice.
Yeah.
That's a duet, you know.
Yeah.
That's a duet, I think, you know. And I mean, you know, there's great songs with male and female or male and male or female and female counterparts that really go at it when it comes to duets. Because all a duet means is 2. Doesn't mean male and man and woman. But we're going to actually extensively talk about that subject because I want to learn. He's going to teach us about R&B and me. And we want to take this journey with you and bring us into our musical journey together. Because remember, A&N R&B is not a show that's about just talk. We're going to really go into this music, and anybody out there who sings, who has quality music, not somebody who just sing in a shower. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to invite you on the show to talk about your input on the culture of R&B, the R&B genre, and what you see in it, what you like about it, what you don't like, what you bring to it, and a whole bunch of other things. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. We live in a world, please don't take this the wrong way. Censor me, not him. But we live in a world where people just don't like each other. People don't like each other. We have more podcasts talking about high value men and hoes more than we talk about love, togetherness, and community. So we are trying to stop this because just like Ice Cube said in the movie, hoes need love too. And there's male hoes and female hoes. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be appreciated. And in doing learning this stuff and showing y'all the journey, we hope that you have a deeper appreciation for yourself first, and then the person who you are with or want to be with. Cause y'all could watch this show together and maybe it'll bring something out of y'all that, so look for R&B talk, look for relationship talk, look for healing, look for all that stuff, man. Cause we really, really, really want to branch this show out to be something special. And stay tuned because you're going to see some very famous faces on this show as well. I promise you that because we are working on
Wait.
that and it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here's a hint, woman. So we're going to have some female artists on here. What you about to say, bro?
That's dope. Get back to get back to what Karev is saying, man. That's what we want to bring to get togetherness, man. We tired of the. Well, I'm tired of I'm tired of the he versus she. It shouldn't be like that. We made man and woman was made to be together. So this is what we want to bring. Um, get back on the subject of Musiq Soulchild and where he thinks his place is in the hierarchy of neo soul. Brother, you up there. But it's for the people to decide. I'm just one man. You gotta even with the stiff competition, like you are up there. So King of Neo Soul, yeah. If you are you sharing a throne with a couple people right now, man.
So look, let's post that on A&N and R&B on Instagram
Yeah.
and let the people decide.
Yeah.
All right. You take control of that.
I
Let's
got
get
you.
it done.
I
Let's
got
get
you.
it done.
We
So
gonna do that.
everybody out there, you want to end the show now? We good? I think
Oh,
we good.
yeah, we straight.
People.
We straight. What's that? Song of the week? Gonna give them song of the week?
Well, before we do that, remember, follow A&N and R&B on Instagram. Follow A&N, what's it called? Ampersand. A N
Yeah,
space
yeah.
on space R ampersand B, whatever. A&N R&B on YouTube. Okay.
Right.
Maybe I should just leave the link in the chat so people can just click on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that would be smarter than
Yeah.
me, doing all the talking. But follow please follow the Instagram and the YouTube page so you can stay aware of all things coming out A&N and R&B. Be sure, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow, like, do all that, please, because it's very important for us. It's very important to us that you join us on these episodes and you can take this journey with us. Heritage Hip Hop will be coming back. That's my show about hip hop and in the R&B. Sometimes you may see me, sometimes you may not. This young man is going to be carrying that. We are together, Heritage Hip Hop, though. So please, I ask if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to heritagehiphop.com for more. We're going to get playlists together. We're going to get some more things together done by us to make this thing go far. And we ask for your help. So if you wanted to go far, please. If you want to donate, the Cash App is $Heritage Hip Hop. If you just want to watch, please subscribe, like, and leave comments. The more comments, the better. 100 comments means we did our thing, and the internet goes crazy with it. Please make sure you hit that like button. I have 5 watches, only 1 like. So please hit that like button and watch us. We would love for you to join us on our journey. Now let's get to Let's end this real quick. Do you want to do wasted potential or just song of the week?
I ain't do enough voice, but yeah, we do this just song of the week this week, man.
All right. So what's your song of the week this week, sir?
Song of the week. Well, since we talked about 702 and music, I'm gonna start with 702. And my song of the week for 702 is No Doubt. No Doubt, one of my favorite songs off their first album. And I like the video because at the time we was in school. And you know how the school field trip was. So like that song just like remind me of like just at the time like being in school and just bugging out doing the school field trips and just doing what teenagers do. You know what I mean? Real fun song, man. And it looked like they had like a lot of fun doing that video. Like, and like I said, shout out to Irish. I like the part where she was going down the stairs with the guys behind her with the tribal mask on. That's like one of the dopest scenes of the video, man. Once again, rest in peace to Irish, and my condolences to your family and bandmates 702. All right, my second song of the week is Musiq Soulchild. Girl Next Door. You know what I mean? Everybody know that song, man. The video was dope. Um, who ain't been to the cookout and seen the female that you've been digging for the past couple of years, but never got a really chance to talk to? But that was that moment, and come to find out she was digging you too.
I really
Like,
never went through that.
like you never went through that,
No.
man. I done been to a couple, but yeah, that song. That song is dope, man. The female artist that was on there with her, she was fly. It was just a dope video. You know what I mean? And shout out, like I said, Musiq Soulchild, man, you up there, man. And just keep coming with the content, man. Like, even if you feel I think he said that because he feels that people don't appreciate his music. We appreciate your music. And I want you to keep making them bangers, man. Like I said, yours was the album. Your first album was the album, like for a time and a long time that I listened to from beginning to end, man. Keep doing the stuff that you're doing, man. You up there in the hierarchy, man. And, you're gonna be there, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. And
All
that's it,
right.
man.
Do I get to put songs of the weekend or you just want it?
Man, that's all, we know how we do it.
All right. So song of the week from me from 702. Once again, is Missy Beat Me 911. That's a classic. That's my favorite songs in the Missy catalog, period. And my favorite Musiq Soulchild song of all time is Half Crazy.
Mm,
That's the one song that made me go, yo, that's crazy. That's a dope song.
that's life.
And
Yeah.
exactly. And that video touched me because I remember one of the worst breakups I ever had.
Mhm.
And when you are doing the same things that you do with somebody that you care for, and you do them, and then they're not there, it fucks with you mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It really messes like if you always sat down and watch movies like he did in the video, and then he
Mhm.
looked and the remote control was there, but she wasn't, and he put his
Mhm.
head down. You walking in the park with somebody with your arm around them. The next thing you know, you walking in the park with your arm around and nobody's there. That's real life. That's the mental gymnastics of what a breakup can do to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, men have feelings too. And no matter how the world may paint the picture like men don't care or men don't have emotions, we do. And even though the world teaches us not to show those emotions, when someone's brave enough to put those emotions out there, sometimes songs like Dre Nicole said that our lifetimes were affected by the music. We had
Right.
like
Yep.
we had like those she said music period is the soundtrack of our lives. And yes, it is. And I'll tell
Yep.
y'all the
That's what I
truth.
said.
And I'll tell y'all the truth.
Great minds think alike.
Facts. And I'll tell y'all the truth. One of my favorite singers of all time is Michael Jackson.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I lost a girlfriend that Windows to Your Heart, that song really meant something to me. Because the words they sung, when you listen to the song, it means nothing. But
Mhm.
when you're in the moment, it seems like they're singing your emotions out that you can express. Shout out to Neo also. But that's our songs of the week. Nas, before we go, I want you to take us out of here with some positive words and let's give the people what they want.
All right. Positive words, huh? You got me on my Uncle Al, man. Positive words. Let's love each other. Let's love each other. And let's bring that slick talk back to the music, man. Bring them innuendos back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what got her in the first place, man. Like she loved the slick talk. I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong. But let's bring that back. Let's bring the romance, let's bring the loving. Let's just bring all that nice stuff back to each other. Love each other. Word. I appreciate that. Love each other, man. And it'll lead the way.
Facts.
Ain't gonna be easy all the time, but it'll lead the way.
Facts. To make love to the eyes, lips, and hips, make love to the heart and the soul, and it'll take you further in your relationship. Nas, take us out, man.
All right. This is Ain't In No R&B, part of Heritage Hip Hop. You have myself, Nas, the romantic, man, the one, the slow jam man. To my side, you have Karev, the hip hop soul. Gives us a look at R&B on a hip hop perspective. What we like to do is we like to introduce you to your new favorite song and your new favorite artist here at Ain't It No R&B, as well as Heritage Hip Hop. And like y'all did today, man, interact with us. We love that. We love the back and forth, man. Come on, like, subscribe, share, tell your people. Hope you like it. And we're gonna see you next week. And I got some things for you starting this Monday. I'm gonna bring to you. Hope you like it. And until then, we'll be thinking of you.
I love bullies. And we'll talk to y'all later. May the Most High bless you. Peace.